Please distance yourself when you leave. And thanks again for coming. Bye-bye. Pilots to review what they're going to find. Mr. Bernard the Boogie. He's the managing right operating environment. It will grow. Because today we are starting the first. Sir? I'm coming. Let me take a pan. Hey. Just take a pan and then come there.
And on. We are now witnessing an unprecedented change. The world has started its switch to zero emissions electric mobility. There is no turning back, and this is the future. We are seeing in a number of countries, developed and developing, the change from the UNEP studies show that Bodabodas drivers can more than double their income if they make the switch. Electric motorcycles can also be built and assembled locally, hence creating green jobs. And because Kenya's electricity mix is 80% renewable, a new electric fleet will be powered by homegrown renewable energy. This is an enormous opportunity for Kenya. So how do we kick-start the transition? The 4 pilot programs we are launching today are a crucial first step. These pilots will allow us to gather the vital information that will then inform the next phase of Kenya's electric transition, but also in our support of other countries outside Kenya. And the fact that UNEP is headquartered in this beautiful country, this is the small contribution that we can work with the government of Kenya to actually show and demonstrate Kenya's leadership in addressing pollution. With the right motorcycle, the right blend of policies, incentives, and public awareness, and with strong collaboration between government, civil society, and the private sector, this shift is.
Here in Kenya, the concept of electric vehicles and motorcycles are a new phenomenon and has not been fully appreciated. And today, Kenya has less than 1,000 electric vehicles, but demand is expected to accelerate within the next 5 years. Kenya Power, being the only electricity off-taker in the country, has the mandate to procuring, distributing, and retailing electricity across the country. We pride ourselves in having a footprint across the entire country with over 8 million customers connected to electricity and a network that would support and drive the e-mobility agenda. In this regard, we are committed to providing clean, reliable, and quality electricity to our customers as we embrace the opportunities presented by electric motorization. We have therefore partnered with the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, to lead the implementation of electric mobility program in Kenya. And I'm glad that today we are on course in the journey of actualizing the program. This initiative is well aligned to our business of creating demand and sale of electricity. In addition, as part of our implementation plan, we are developing appropriate infrastructure and building internal capacity to enable us support the use of electric vehicles across the value chain. To this end, we do plan to set up charging facilities across the country, beginning with Nairobi, to support direct charging of vehicles. Ladies and gentlemen, the success of electric mobility in Kenya is reliant on government support. I would therefore like to laud the government for reducing duty charged on electric vehicles from 20% to 10%. Additionally, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development has made provisions for external charging ports to be incorporated into the building standards to support e-mobility charging at residential premises. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Development has made provisions for external charging ports to be incorporated into the building standards to support e-mobility charging at residential premises. With enhanced government support and incentives, e-mobility have a positive impact on the economy, as the program will spur manufacturing and create jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, Kenya Power is heavily invested in promoting responsible environmental practices because our business depends on it. We have a green energy mix of over 90. Jace, you talked about 85, it's over 90%, one of the highest of any utility in the world. We therefore look forward to leading the way in achieving an environmentally friendly
recommendations and addressing of the local climate change challenges calls for need for the transport sector to embrace emerging technologies, including electric mobility, mass rapid transit systems, increased use of non-motorized transport modes, encouraging more use of public transport, use of green energy, and other low emissions pathways for sustainable development. In this connection, with respect to electric vehicles, in the Kenya National Energy Conservation Strategy 2020, the government has set a target of 5% electric vehicle share for all vehicles coming into the country by 2025. Related to this, and as indicated by my colleague from Kenya Power, the government has developed electric vehicle standards through the Kenya Bureau of Standards. And we are very grateful to UNEP because they assisted us in achieving this. Excise duty in the financial year 2019-2020 budget from 20% to 10% for motor vehicles that are fully electric powered. The government is also reviewing the conditions of importation, registration, and taxation policies of e-mobility vehicles to encourage by targeting 2- and 3-wheelers. This study has focused on an area of low-lying fruits with regard to emission reduction. The study is taking place at a time when motorcycle transport, especially bodaboda, has been on the rise in the country. This mode of transport remains popular due to its flexibility. It offers door-to-door transport services and provides the first and last mile trips. It saves time and has the ability to navigate poor roads and tough terrain. Policy outlined strategies to address climate change, including setting minimum targets to reduce greenhouse gas emission and enhanced clean air policy by limiting the age of all vehicles imported into the country to below 8 years from date of manufacture. Putting in place various technical, operational, regulatory, and market-based mitigation measures to address climate change in the transport sector. Subsequently, in November 2016, the Kenya government enacted the Climate Change Act number 11 of 2016, providing the legal framework for an enhanced response to climate change at national and county levels, which, among other things, provides for the development and implementation of National Climate Change Action Plan every 5 years. The National Climate Change Action Plan sets out the sectoral mitigation targets for transport at 3.46 metric tons carbon dioxide equivalent in 2030 against the business as usual baseline. This translates to maximum emission level of 17.54 metric tons carbon dioxide equivalent in 2030 for domestic transport activities compared to 11.25 metric tons carbon dioxide equivalent in 20.
What is more exciting about today's function, ladies and gentlemen, is that besides the unveiling of a new dawn in energy and environmental conservation, UNEP is launching a new robust fight against air pollution and energy conservation by unveiling the electric motorcycle project. If this is not a revolution, kindly let me know what it is. I'm particularly excited because Kisumu, which has been partnering with UNEP in many fronts, have already received 20 electric motorcycles to boost our campaign for the use of electric motorcycles and the struggle against air pollution. I want to report to you, ladies and gentlemen, that Kisumu is ready to adopt this new technology of using electric motorbikes. Our partnership with UNEP over this historic technological shift started way back in 20. Around the world, countries are now switching to electric motorbikes. And noise pollution, by the way, I know I live in Kisumu, and in the morning we go walking and in the evening we go walking. But one of the most disturbing aspects of that walk is the tremendous noise pollution by motorbikes. In Kisumu, we are already working with UNEP to switch to electric motorcycles. Our county city inspectors will use electric motorcycles. They will be our ambassadors in the historic campaign. We'll soon start assembling these motorcycles. I'm pleased to learn that the Kenya Power Company meter readers will also use these new types of two-wheelers, reducing noise pollution in our city. Let today just be the beginning for the big campaign to fight air pollution. We're all excited, and once we settle down and initiate the electric bike program in Kisumu, we shall invite you for the inaugural ceremony. When such time comes, you'll judge yourself for yourself why many people today will refer to us. I don't quite like it, but it refer to Kisumu as Europe.
Base yetu yawaletea shujaa wa Base Pool Table Championships Meru Edition. Tuma wachezaji wawili gwiji kutoka base yako tarehe 8 hadi 14 Machi mwaka huu na mshinde hafamili 200k ama 100k. Ni tarehe 8 hadi 14 Machi mwaka huu pale Gitoro Conference Hall Makutano. Vunja weka wa dial *483 *8888 hash kuregister base yako.